What's the most amount of money that you ever made in a single year?
Over 10 million.
1.4 million.
1.7 million.
Last year I did 1.2 million. That was the most I made. The greatest amount of revenue that any of my companies has generated in a single year is $30 million.
So we did $50 million in revenue in one of my e-commerce businesses.
You said 50?
Yeah, 50 million.
What's going on, everyone? We just landed in Denver, Colorado, and today we're gonna be asking Denver millionaires how they got rich.
And what industry did you ultimately pursue a career in?
So I was a pastor for 13 years. After occupational ministry now, I am a coach and consultant. I travel, I speak, and I sit on the board of 8 companies.
Internet marketing.
Are you a business owner?
Yes, sir.
Digital marketing and also real estate. On the real estate side, Airbnb, and then on the digital marketing side, coaching people how to get started in Airbnb.
So we have a fitness coaching company called Warrior Babe, warriorbabe.com. We have 50 coaches that all do one-on-one coaching with clients.
I have a successful short-form content agency. We work with a lot of the huge influencers. We make close to 4,000 videos a month right now.
If you were to go back to when you were now high school or college and you're having a conversation with your 20-year-old self, what is the best piece of advice that you would tell your younger self?
So what's funny about that is I don't know if the 20-year-old me would have taken any advice from me. 20-year-old me thought he had everything figured out. So I think if I would say anything, it would be take more time. Take more time to find yourself. I think we get so busy climbing other people's mountains, trying to define success based on what other people have, that we don't take the time to really fully articulate who it is that we want to be for ourselves.
It's the same advice that is on my wall in my office, which is keep going. There will be times that you're going to want to stop. There's going to be times where you're going to want to quit. And those are the times where you have to really remind yourself that this is just a part of the process and you just need to keep moving forward.
Focus on delayed gratification. I feel like when I first started out, I really wanted results immediately, and I took a lot of shortcuts to try to get there. Those shortcuts kind of show themselves later on and cause more problems than good. Building a brand that's going to last long term doesn't happen overnight.
100%
learn sales. Become the absolute best person in sales. I think that is the greatest skill any individual can have. As long as you learn skills, you can go sell anything.
Honestly, if I could go back, if I could start learning sales at like 14, 15, 16 years old, I would.
The skill of sales, talking to strangers about buying things, really accelerated how my ability to talk to people in life. And as you get older, you realize your ability to communicate is worth everything. It's made me so much money to know how to sell.
What's your best advice to anybody starting a business in 2023?
Well, focus, number one, because I think internet marketers like ourselves, we always get kind of distracted with shiny object syndrome all the time. What's the next best product I can sell or whatever? Focus on one specific product, get really good at it. And
go for it. Jump in, dive in. I think too many people spend too much time alone and just kind of dabbling in things.
So new entrepreneurs, I'd say, you're going to fail in the beginning, but it's all right because that's how anything new is going to be. Whether you go get a new job, you go get a new job at Planet Fitness or a pizza shop, everything takes time and you have to learn something and you have to go through those experiences in order to see the success that you want to see. So you're going to fail at something. So you may as well just continuously fail and have the failure be worthwhile.
Figure out what your 6-month goal is, what's your 1-year goal, what's your 5-year goal, and reward yourself along the way. So whether it's going out to a fancy dinner or going on a trip, along the way, just reward yourself.
If your bank account hit zero tomorrow, what would be the first step that you would take to become wealthy again?
Start a business. I have skills, I have knowledge, I have expertise, so I could just start a company.
Probably get financing, because if there's nothing in the bank, then you can't really run a business. And then figure out how to leverage that financing to turn that into a profit.
If I was starting off at zero, I'd say I just lean on my skills. So the skills I've developed so far are definitely marketing, branding, and I would probably start with the service business just because you can always package up your skills and sell it to someone who needs it. If you can fill any gap in any company, there's room for you to make money from. As long as you can solve a problem, have a skill that's unique, there's always room for a business to be grown there.
If your bank account hit zero tomorrow, what would be the first step that you would take to become financially free again?
I would throw a party because your network is your net worth. So you want to throw a party and you want to see what are the biggest issues that people are having problems with, and then you find the trends. Is it a problem with sales? Is it a problem with customer service? Is it a problem with team members on hiring the right people, or maybe company culture, right? You want to find whatever those issues are, and then you create a product for that based on whatever that party came out with.
I would call all of my friends that have high ticket offers, and I would say, I'm going to sell for you. Give me a lead list and give me to the end of the week.
What has been the importance of surrounding yourself with the right people?
I would not be where I'm at without the quality of relationships that I have in my life. The men specifically that I have that hold me accountable to who I say that I am, that hold me accountable to the vision that I have for my life, that hold me accountable to the vision that I have as a family man and as a dad. The way that we have fun together, the way that iron sharpens iron, the way that we are constantly in competition with one another in really fun and healthy ways, that is everything. A man is not to be an island unto himself. And so when you can surround surround yourself with like-minded individuals that want the same things, that are driven towards the same things, that have the same values and ethics that you have, it just pushes the needle so much faster, and it's more fun.
Yeah, you never know what's possible until you're sitting on a table with a group of people and they're telling you the numbers that they're doing, how their life changed, because nobody sees that it's real. But when you get into a room like that and you network with a bunch of people, you can actually be like, okay, cool, like this is actually attainable. I can go and do this myself as well. So it expands your mind and expands your belief.
Basically, I started, like I always used to get like maybe like to like $1 million most of my business. Always 7 figures, never anything more. And as soon as we joined a mastermind, it was a big jump for us. Next year we did $10 million because we were able to surround ourselves with people that were just already there, right? We were able to get advice so easily, and we were just able to see the potential. We were able to eliminate so many of those like self-limiting beliefs that we had.
What has been your secret to sales throughout your career?
Be okay with rejection. Too many people are afraid of rejection, and I think rejection is the greatest thing that we can have and learn from. So if we're okay with getting rejected, we can become better, we can grow from those things, and we can become stronger in whatever our pitch is or who we are and what we're selling, what we're doing. Just continue to keep pushing forward. And
I would say get on as many calls, as many sales calls as you can, because when you do that, you're just taking a lot of reps. I come from a sports background. I understand the benefit of taking a lot of reps. So if I were to go back, I would just take more and more sales calls every day.
I think leading with results, for one. Like, I have a successful short form content agency. We work with a lot of the huge influencers. We make close to 4,000 videos a month right now. The only way I've been able to do that and work with the biggest people is I lead with results. And if I don't get them results, I'm not afraid to have the conversation of like, you probably shouldn't work together.
How can someone really scale and grow a business in today's world?
Build a personal brand, develop content, be comfortable speaking on camera. If you're not, keep doing it, it'll get easier. So developing content and being consistent with your industry and continuously putting out free value to your audience around your business.
Reoccurring revenue, 100%. When we have reoccurring revenue in our business, we're not necessarily worried about our cost per acquisition going up. In our business, sometimes we'll actually go in the red to acquire a customer. We can outspend our competition because we're not looking to make that initial profit because we know our lifetime value. It's just a numbers game. Recurring revenue has been an absolute game changer in our business.
Be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe for tons of amazing content coming soon, and click here to watch us asking Houston millionaires how they became wealthy.